What did I make? You can see what I made. I hope you watch the rest of the video and see how I did it. And why. Alright, so we're going to start by taking this 200A. It's already been robbed of some parts. Have to see what else is missing. Cage is messed up. I got another cage that we're just going to grab off the shelf and use that instead of trying to straighten this one out and replace this that's missing. Yeah, so let's start. I know the fuel cap is bad. The gasket is shut because I opened it up. Inside of the tank looks good. Need to start a parts bin here. And we're just gonna pull this off. Make it easier to get in there. There we go. Cage is pretty rusty. I was holding the generator, which the cleaning rod is not going all the way around. Collar's a little out of round. We'll have to hammer on that a little bit, see if we can get it straight. So why is that not working? Can only spin it most of the way. Hopefully everything in here is okay, and we just need to work on the generator. That would be why. Cleaning rod is not in that block. And it's missing the needle. And whole generator is not looking too good. So that's fine. We'll grab another one. But this spins all the way around. Let's close that. I just want to see this run before we commit. So this is a newer 200. Got it from a friend when I told him I wanted to build this, and I didn't want to tear any of mine that are all together apart. I don't have any for parts. He did, and hooked me up on this. And then let's get the pump out of here. Take a look at that. We're missing the check valve stem. Let's see if this is just loose. Nope. So we're going to use the check valve tool. Right here. Need the other insert, I think. Yep. Because I don't know if it works or not. So we're gonna pull it out and make sure. Throw it in the ultrasonic for a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. Dare say looks new. Whoops. Real clean. It's working. Real clean on the inside. No rust, really. A little bit on the fuel cap. So gotta find a check valve stem. I believe they're the same on the 220s and the 228s and the 200s. So it'll be easy to find one of those in here. Might be one in the box. Nope. We're gonna need one of these. Fuel cap gasket for later. Yeah, we'll leave that on for now. So, let's see if this is the same. I'll rob this one, because it's right there. I took that out already. Nope, not the same. Are these longer? No, they're the same length. Do know. Let's put this back together. This is my Mad Max lantern, I call it. It's got a stainless, very heavy gauge globe, because I had it. And I've taken this fishing. It's nice. Pliers. You're not going to knock it over and break the glass. Oh my goodness. I'm struggling. Let's flip it around. There we go. Alright, that's back together. I'm gonna go dig through some parts bins and see if I can find one of these, and I will be right back. Alright, so I dug around. I cannot find one right now, but that's alright. We're going to continue. I'm just going to put this back in. Back into the lantern. We'll be able to test it without that. I don't want to run it. But if I don't have one, I'm gonna have to order one, and we'll have to wait. That's alright. This still needs to go off and get sandblasted because I'm going that route instead of chemically stripping it. That's going to take some time. And yeah, by the time that comes back, we should have the part. So we will torch out this fuel cap real quick. Got a cup of water here. There we go. Looks pretty crusty. Get that out of the way. Got my pliers. I think there were two in there. Oh yeah, popped right out. Come on, there we go. So, I think I got it all. We'll hit it again, just in case. Yep, there's still a little bit in there. There we go. That looks good. We'll get this out of the way. Somewhere here. I don't want to step on it because it's hot. There we go. That's a little overkill for the job, but that's alright. Just trying to get it all clean in there. And it's not working. Alright, let's try some more. Alright. It's all clean. Put a little bit of oil to just help guide it in. It's really clean. That's what we want. Set that down, get a little oil in this. New gasket. Roll it in. Perfect. We put the check valve back in. I wouldn't usually do this, but this is getting sandblasted. Cool. Put that on. Not tight. Don't want to rethread. Okay, now that we got it started, now we can tighten it all down. Cool. Good enough to test. So now we've got a slightly better cage here, and I have a new generator. Generator nut. This is a brand new reproduction. Out of Mexico, I believe. They work. Already did that. Put this pump back in. Clean off the gunk first. A little bit of oil just to persuade that stuff to move around. Cool. That's a tight fit. It's really tight fit. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe we got it lined up enough? Good enough. hear it? So, holds pressure. Did not tighten this down. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put a little bit of fuel in here. We're not actually gonna light it. I'm just gonna make sure it sounds right. Just bench testing it. I think we're gonna get this cage sandblasted as well. And I don't know. Maybe we'll paint it black. Some high heat. That should be good for what we're doing. It's expensive, don't waste it. That felt will drip, so I usually throw the funnel back on the can and let it drip back into there. All right, that already looks a lot better. And that's check valve stem's missing, so I can't tighten it down. I know this is clean because I already cleaned it. There we go. Send in fuel. Probably shut it off. That got wet. Good. Works. Yeah, we're gonna sandblast this cage. Yeah, it's pretty crusty. I got high heat black, so that's what it'll get. Got fuel all over the place. That's good. Yeah, it doesn't matter because it's getting sandblasted. So I'm gonna take it to my friend who has a sandblaster, and he's gonna either let me use it or he's gonna do it, and I'm hoping he'll let me film in his little workshop and show what that looks like. And then it's just sandblast, paint, assemble, and hopefully this isn't no surprises. We'll see. Alright, let's get this over to sandblasting. Alright, so we got the tank all masked out. Got a lot of things going on. I used a stick to mask the fuel. I put a bag in the check valve. I don't know if you can see that. And then we put a piece of plastic and the generator nut back on here. So we've got the sandblaster all ready to go. We're gonna see what we can do. So, we got our parts back from sandblasting, and now we're gonna clean them and paint them. So this is not necessarily the best method, it's what works for me. We've got some brake clean, and we're just gonna clean everything with this. Wearing some gloves. Not a professional paint shop. My hanger is a ladder. It works. Use what you got. So we're gonna let this dry. I've got everything. Let's see if I can see what's going on here. I've got this scuffed. So we removed all the paint in the hard to sand areas because Sandblaster was acting up. We didn't have the right grit to strip the paint, so just kind of got the hard stuff. So came back home and just kind of took a sheet of sandpaper, scuffed it all up. The paint. We want a good, now I'm gonna have to re-clean this. We want a good surface for the new paint job here too. Using some 120. It works. A little more scuffing won't hurt at all. Paint is all about the prep. So I've been told. Gonna blow this off with some air now. And we'll spray this again, hang it back up. Maybe. There we go. Brake clean's just a clean. It's what some paint manufacturers recommend. Seems to work well for me, so I use it. It's also nice, you use lacquer thinner, it starts to bubble the existing paint. You might as well just strip the whole thing. I've got some Do It Best brand. Let's see if Rust Coat enamel. It also says high temp. I'm just going to use some straight high temp though. Changed my mind last minute. Alright, we're going to switch over to some Rust-Oleum high heat. It's got a picture of a grill. We're going to do the cage parts in this. Shake up really well. Turn your can upside down. You've been storing it like this. And everything's gonna settle down here. So flip it upside down. That's what all the old timers do. And I'm not in business to argue with them. Much. I'm starting with the high heat cage parts because we just sprayed down the tank again. The nice thing about this paint is it's very forgiving. You don't get a lot of drips and runs, and that's nice to start with. Always paint your hardest surfaces to get to first. Yeah, it's awful. Alright, so that's it for the first coat on the black. We're going to switch over to the green. I got it's not going to focus. I got this Rust-Oleum 2X paint and primer. I took a 220 vent with me to color match off the cap, get close. Gloss Hunter Green is the name of the color. It looks on the cap real close. We'll see. We'll start with the screw to the fuel cap. I stuck it in a piece of foam board just to hold it. If I try to paint it and then I try to set it down, then it's gonna fall or roll, or I'm gonna drop it. So I like to put it in something, and then you can use that as a handle while you paint. That looks pretty good. We'll set that down out of the way. We got the rest of the fuel cap. Alright, so here's where we got to start being careful, because these are the things we're going to see. So I'm going to stay pretty far away. And like 10 inches. This. I don't want runs. I want it to look nice. Yeah, we got a little bit. It's all right. Now we're on to the big money. The fount, the tank. I'm painting this hard to reach area first. We're probably only going to get the bottom and around these junctions on this coat. And under the collar. I'm getting this all over the brass. That's easy to clean. I'm okay with that. So we're going to do a tack coat on the whole thing. I don't know with the lighting how well you can see. But tack coat's just like a thin coat to kind of get something on there. And you're just going to build off that. It's your foundation. I'm not trying to get full coverage. I gotta run. Right here. That's alright. I'll sand it down. That was what I was trying to avoid. I should have just done those problem areas and walked away. So I'll just come back in with some like 400 grit. But that's pretty much it for the first coat. It's green-ish. So I got to do another coat tonight after some sanding. I'll try to bring you guys back in for that. No guarantees, depending on how late I get back to it. I got 1 hour before I can handle or sand this. It's probably going to be closer to 2 hours. And then I got to sand and do another coat of paint. It's going to get dark. So we'll see what happens. Black, all the black parts are probably done, probably good. So we'll see. See you guys soon. Alright, so everything's painted, dried, mostly cleaned up. And now we're ready for assembly. I'm going to try to just bang this out really quick. This video is not a comprehensive teardown rebuild A200. If you guys want that, I can do that in the future. I'm running low on time. I just want to get it back together and see if this thing will light up and look okay. Came out pretty good. I'm not too upset. It might get tore down in the future and completely redone, but we'll see. I got a collar here that has wood on it, and that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna shut up and throw this back together. Maybe we'll time lapse it. Alright, so that's it for standard assembly of a 200A that you've repainted. Got a mantle tied on, got a new generator. Everything is back together. Let's see if it will pump. And send fuel. Yep, sending fuel. So that's good, we didn't destroy anything. Throw the new decal on. Walk in front of the camera. Walk in front of the camera again. Looks pretty good so far. Alright, here's where it's gonna get weird. We're gonna bring in this propane. Gonna recycle the vent nut. This whole bit we don't need. That is slick. I think it's slick. Yeah, it's little Frankenstein. This costs nothing to make. I got the propane in a package deal. I didn't want it. I thought the square top was cool. I am not the first person to do this. I don't want to take the credit for coming up with this idea. Somebody else on a collector's group, if I could remember his name, I would ask permission and give him credit. I think a few people have done this because we end up with these propanes that we don't necessarily want to use. But it's fun. This lantern was not complete. It was leftovers out of somebody else's parts bin. So no fully complete lanterns were harmed in the making of this video. But yeah, I took two things, put them back together, and this will run. So that's pretty awesome. Thanks for watching.